Hi everybody, this is Alchemist 2, and I'm back again with another series review. I finally have been able to watch the second season of In the Flesh. I think there were only 2 seasons that were ever filmed of this absolutely incredible drama. And it takes off where series 1 actually ended, and we've got Kiernan, who is kind of coming to terms with the partially deceased syndrome, and all the people who suffer from partially deceased syndrome take drugs to keep them in line so they don't go feral. There are those people who don't care for those who are partially deceased, and they call them rotters, and it's kind of a slur. It's a very prejudicial way that they look at them. They don't like them. They just want to steer clear of them, and they don't consider them human at all. And of course, Amy, Kiernan's interest, she calls them the redeemed. And I so wanted she and Kiernan to be together, but she chooses another man, and they're to be wed. And I thought, you should have gone with Kiernan. You were meant to be. Why didn't you do it? But, oh well, it didn't happen according to what I wanted. I'm hoping Kiernan has some happiness. And in this episode, he's thinking about going to France because, as you all know from the past, he's this tremendous artist, and he has quite the talent. Kiernan's sister starts having dreams about partially deceased sufferers who are feral, which I think is very interesting. In this particular episode, you've got this one man who is kind of like he's a preacher, he's a vicar or a father, and he keeps talking about how in the second coming his wife's going to return. And then you have this other subplot going on with those who are not taking their medication, and they're taking another kind of medication called Blue Oblivion, and Blue Oblivion reverts them to their feral form. And I thought, ah! And then they go and eat everybody, and I thought, horrible. I mean, they just start cannibalizing everybody they see. You feel for the father, actually the grandfather and his grandson on that, on the train. I don't know if they call it that. On the rails, I should say. It's a good episode, I thought, episode 1 of season 2. And I'm looking forward to seeing more. And hopefully, I don't know if it's going to have a happy ending or not, because so far I'm watching Walking Dead. It's similar to that, because there really is no end in sight, and they have to claw and scrape and fight and live by their wits and shoot whatever is a walker, basically. And it's funny that I probably mentioned this before when I did my review of In the Flesh, when I first became a fan of it, that Kiernan's last name is Walker. And of course, if you know anything about the zombie franchise, the zombies are called walkers. The ones that can walk are called walkers. And then you have different subclasses of zombie. And yeah, it's very interesting. And these are a different type of zombie, as you can see, but we'll have to just wait and see what next episode holds. Till next time, arrivederci.